You're listening to Gin and Chat with Lo and Nat. So pour yourself a chilled martini and sit down for a chat.
Just the two of us.
We can make it if we try.
Just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Yeah, we're back.
Welcome back, chatties.
Gin and Chat
Cheers.
with Lo and Nat. It's not open yet, so we should
Ready?
crack that open. Yeah. Ooh, maybe you can get some ASMR
two,
can opening.
3.
Wait, I got fake nails. I can't get them in there.
Oh, I'll do it.
Shoot. Oh, that was nice. Did you guys hear that?
These today, what we're drinking, it's called Sip Club. Premium cocktails ready to enjoy. It's a daiquiri, white rum, simple syrup, lime.
Yeah.
My sister-in-law, Clara, shout out Clara, she gave us these.
It also matches your outfit. You're so
my God.
aesthetically pleasing.
I'm in neutrals like you.
Yeah, look it up. We love neutrals.
We live in neutrals. So
Also, this can is the most cunning little, I don't know about you guys, but I love miniature things, like miniature spoons.
No, my mom's like that.
Yeah, miniature cups.
Yeah.
I love it.
Like Polly Pockets.
Yes.
Did you used to chew on them too?
Of course. Who
So
did it?
satisfying. If you said that you didn't chew on your Polly Pockets, you're a liar.
lying.
You're a straight up liar.
But tell me how this small can, don't be concerned for us, is 23% alcohol.
we should taste it. We should see
Okay.
what it's like.
I'm nervous. Oh. Oh.
Wait, is this mint?
I'm not going to lie.
Oh my
I
god.
hate it. I hate it.
Wait, is this meant to be mixed in with something?
Oh, it's got to be. That was
Clara, I was
terrible.
not familiar with your game, girl.
She's trying to get us drunk.
Clara, what are you trying to do to us?
That is disgusting. I wanted to love it, and I really don't.
You know what? No, it kind of tastes like a
It burns.
like a warhead, like a sour. Like,
Yes.
like you put it in your mouth and you're like,
It's bitter.
but then it's like, like a couple seconds later.
It like settles all right, but it goes in sharp.
Well, here's the thing. Also, you can smell it before.
Yeah.
Before you go in.
Never smell your alcoholic drink before you taste
it's
it. That's
there.
never. It never smells good. It's not gonna. It smells like a Sharpie. It's alcohol doesn't smell good. Well, anyway, you guys, we're back, just the two of us, if you couldn't
Yes.
tell by our little intro. We loved having T. Banks on the pod. We're really excited about starting to bring
Yes.
guests on the pod. You're
Yes.
going to see a lot more of those in the future.
Very excited.
But
about
for
that.
now, we're just going back to our roots.
I
Just
know,
the two of
we
us
came
girls.
back in here. We said, feels a little lonely today.
Like, she feels
There
so
should be
far
a
away
chair
now.
right there.
Yeah, it's hard. So far. I always think about, as dancers, we like to talk with our hands or movement. And I
And
always
as
think,
Italians.
Right.
Well, you're not Italian.
I'm not Italian, but
You're basically Hispanic. Weirdly enough.
I identify as Hispanic. But I'm always thinking about those listeners who just listen to the podcast. Like, do any of you guys actually just listen on Spotify, like, without watching the video? Because I'm so sorry you miss out on all of our fun hand gestures.
When I personally watch,
Yeah.
like, sorry, actually, really quick.
Do tell.
I'm trying not to say the word like as much.
Oh, yes.
The Valley Girl in me wants
know.
to say it 24/7, and
a habit.
watching back the T. Banks episode, the amount of times I said it, I was, shut up, Lauren.
I
shut
know.
up. So we're not saying it anymore.
We're going to work on it.
If you see it, give me a little
A little slap on the wrist.
slap on the wrist.
You got it.
I'm going to put a sticky note here to say, not to say like. My mother even told me, Lauren, you got to stop saying like.
I know. And they also told us literally, sorry guys, we're trying.
It's literally 100%, totally, and like.
I love 100%.
Why is that? And I feel like.
Ooh.
I feel like that actually drives my dad crazy.
Yeah.
Because he said, what do you mean you feel like?
Right.
I feel like the sky's blue. No.
No,
The sky,
is blue.
okay?
Period. Point blank, period. You know what it is? We
What?
can't question our statements. We have to insert them. We have to
Right.
be definitive. That was a good word.
Definitive.
I'm going to work on my vocab for you guys. Here's the thing. When
Yeah.
you get
Yeah.
the headphones on, you're locked in, you're sitting in front of your best friend, and you're drinking alcohol,
You're
mind
not
you.
thinking,
not
I'm going to
thinking.
use the best vocabulary in the world and
No.
articulate myself in the best way. You're
No.
thinking, I just want to have fun and get this thought out.
We're flowing
and that's
and going.
fun and fine, and we are going to do that and continue to do that. But I'm going to slowly eliminate the word like.
We're going to work on it. We're getting better. I think it's, you have to be actively thinking about what you're saying it as you're saying it, but you're also listening to the other person talk. So
Right.
podcasting is hard. It's not for the weak.
It isn't for the week. It actually isn't. But
We're learning.
We're here and we're drinking. So here
And
we go.
at least we're self-aware. Huge, you know? We hear it, we acknowledge it, and we're working on it. This is disgusting.
It's really bad.
It's difficult, but I'm going to push through
I'm
for
really
the sake
trying.
of the fun of the episode.
Yes.
So we want to start real quick by recapping our little Cabo Wabo trip, you guys, because we just got back from Cabo.
Oh, yeah. So our friend Josh is from Michigan.
Yep.
And
Love
he
Josh.
kept saying, Cabo. Cocktail in Cabo.
Cocktails in Cabo. And then we couldn't stop saying it. So everything we said had to
Cabo.
be Cabo. Getting some food in Cabo.
Cocktails in Cabo. Coffee in Cabo.
It never gets old. And then what else did we do, Lauren? Well,
Ready?
see, the people that are listening
Oh,
can't,
that's
they
what
don't
we were talking
know.
about
Yeah,
before. Okay. So what I was going to say before I went on my tangent
always.
is I don't watch podcasts. When I have the time to actually sit down and listen to a podcast I like,
Yeah.
I'm not watching it. I'm usually
You're
listening
listening.
to it on
Same.
the car. It's saving me time. It's an integral part of like my routine.
Absolutely.
You know?
My favorite podcast is The Skinny Confidential. I'll put that on record. It's
Yeah.
one of my top faves. But I only listen to it typically in the car. So
Right.
obviously I'm not watching it. I'm listening to
But
it.
also, if you choose to watch it, there'll be a show for you to watch.
You-
So we're gonna put on a
You
show
will get
for you
a
to watch.
show.
AKA,
It's all about the shoulder,
it's our
guys.
new favorite dance move, and it's so funny to do in a club. Like we went to Squid Row. Okay, this is
a
the
trashy establishment.
quintessential Cabo club.
You can't go to Cabo and not go to Squid Row.
And it was
That's-
my first
that's-
time in
yeah.
Cabo, aka my first time going to Squid Row. And there's these platforms that you can stand on. So of course,
An elevated surface.
elevated surface. I will
Bitches
be
love
there.
those.
Bitches love an elevated surface, and guess what? Bitches is me. Okay?
Bitches is me.
So I got up with my little kitten heels on the elevated surface immediately. The boys were ordering drinks,
Yep.
and I said, I'm gonna go right there.
I'm gonna go up
and
there.
what did I do? I think I did actually a little bit of a hip swivel.
You did.
To warm up, but then immediately
And you
started
get it.
going shoulder, shoulder, shoulder. And you have to make the stank face.
Yeah, it's like the
Shoulder, 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 shoulder.
It's so funny, you guys. And it goes with every,
Every
song.
song.
It doesn't fail us. It doesn't matter what song is on, you can catch us.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys saw the merch release video, but
That was
that's what we were doing, which by the way,
Oh, speaking of,
can we take a second to acknowledge our merch?
how freaking cute.
By the time this episode comes out, you chatties probably already have your hats if you ordered one.
So-
and if you didn't, I hope you feel left out.
Oh.
Sorry. Just kidding.
Should have
Loser. It's okay. Don't worry. There'll be more.
There'll be more, and we actually are very proud because we didn't know what to expect with this merch drop.
We didn't.
We had a few requests.
Yeah.
We got excited about the idea of putting merch.
Yeah.
We got
We
a
thought
designer and
hats
said,
was a
"Let's do
safe
this."
start, you
Right.
know?
So we said, let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's been what, 5 days?
It's been a great success.
Since we launched.
yeah.
And half of our inventory is gone. And I
Let's
just want to give us a
go.
shout out for that and give you guys a shout out for that because
Yes.
we're having so much fun building this podcast, and it's really cool to see people engaging it in that way. So.
Yeah. And we hope you know that our goal with this podcast was not just to talk at you. Our goal is to build a community. And we feel like Gin&Chat is a brand. It's a brand.
yeah.
We gin and,
And we
chat.
Who the fuck doesn't love that?
Exactly. So more merch to come in the future. The chatties are just, you're your own group of beautiful baddies.
I'm so sorry. This is so bad.
Having a really hard time getting this down.
This is like, Clara, I love you.
It's really bad.
But how are we to know?
I know.
It's
but
100.
it's
ml.
what? It's what?
What is that?
Milliliters. All right. That was a Valley Girl moment for Lauren. She's got to have one per episode at least.
Absolutely.
That's all right. That's you. That's you at your core.
I'm authentic. Okay.
You are.
This dude is skateboarding on an orange.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
He's got a sombrero. Cabo.
Cabo.
He went to Cabo.
He went to Cabo. He got a cocktail in Cabo.
Speaking of, any other highlights from the trip you wanna mention? She's silent. No, we
Of
had a
course.
great time.
We did have it was relaxing.
It was lovely.
The place we stayed was amazing.
Stunning. It was actually a part of the Pueblo Bonito resort, which was very cool for me because that's where my parents honeymooned about 25 years ago. I'm sure it looks a lot different now.
Probably like, well, my dad said he looked up like the address that I had sent him where we were staying, and in Google Maps it was just a dirt road. So he said it has to be fairly new. It's like it definitely is. We did at the last dinner. We did Rose and Thorns of the trip.
Yeah.
So like maybe we can recap that.
Great game.
My rose was we had a beach day and there was swings at the bar.
Which is genius.
It was so fun. It was so fun. So I'd like swing away, grab my drink, swing away, come back, put it down.
Yeah.
Because I felt like a little kid, but drunk at a bar.
You know what adults love?
What?
To feel like a kid. Because your innocence goes away, right? And you become an adult and you have all this responsibility. But then when you can find those places where you can tap back into your childlike innocence, it's so fun, which is why adults love Disneyland. Yeah. Adults love Las Vegas because they can run.
The two you just said. Could not be farther apart.
But you know, you can run around those places and pretend childlike behavior. And swings at a bar.
Yeah,
it's
like
brilliant.
the London Eye or the whatever fake one in Vegas. You're on a Ferris wheel.
You're on a Ferris wheel.
And you get not free drinks, but you get unlimited drinks for the time you're in there.
Sounds like a blast to me. That's why we love the swings at the bar. We get a drink. We get to be an adult and get drunk while swinging in the air.
So that was definitely my rose. I loved that day. It was a very relaxing but fun day. And we went out that night. We had the best dinner. Just the whole day couldn't have been more perfect.
Yep.
And then my thorn of the trip. What was my thorn of the trip? I can't even remember.
I don't remember, to be honest.
So positively, I'm not even remembering the negative.
That's a good thing.
I know.
Hang on to the positives.
I don't remember. So
look at the bright side.
Thorn. There had to be one.
I don't actually remember. Oh, well, it did rain on the last day of the trip, so that was a little bit of a bummer.
So we had reservations at this one place that's Bagatelle that looked really fun. A friend gave it to us and said, not gave it to us, but had told us to go there. And it
gave us the rec.
And it's like you get the white towels and like
it was giving Mykonos vibes.
Yes, like it's a dinner place that you go to, but you can also dance because they play music. They have people like live music there.
So fun.
So we were gonna go there the last night. It was actually a torrential downpour, rainstorm,
and this place was a patio, so we were going to be sitting outside as it's pouring rain and the wind is blowing in our face, and that just sounded not like our vibe.
We were walking to the taxi.
Yeah.
To go there in the rain, like
that's when we knew it hit
and
us.
I said, maybe we
not the
go to this. So I was sad about that because it was actually the one thing that I was the most excited about for the trip.
I'm so sorry.
And Josh said, we're just in Cabo.
Yeah.
We're in Cabo.
One
of the 5 days of the year it rains.
Yeah.
So
but you know what that means?
What?
We just have to go back.
Right.
We just have to go back.
And I want to go on a boat the next time we go.
Yeah. See, I struggle with the boats, but I'll do it for you.
A yacht.
Yeah, I could do a yacht. A big boat's fine. Small boats, I get really sick. So unfortunately.
So that was my rose and thorn. What was yours?
I honestly don't remember what I said to the group, but thinking back, my rose was obviously Squid Row. I will never get tired of the clubs. I'm sorry.
The club
I think
is a spiritual experience for me.
It is.
I don't care. I don't have to be super messed up or go there for any sort of reason.
It's not about the drinking.
It's not about that. It's about going with your friends, dancing.
Let loose.
Yes. Moving your body.
Catch a
feeling
vibe.
some good music. And
catch a vibe. We're doing our shoulder move if you can't. It never gets old, but it's so fun. There's something so freeing about, and I think maybe also because we're dancers, we're so used to learning choreography or feeling like we have to look good when we dance. But when you're in the club, you're just free. You can let loose. You can be whatever you want. You can just groove. Yeah. Let it out.
No, my favorite thing is when people say, you're a dancer though. I got to keep up with you. Show me your moves. What are you going to do? I'm like, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm not going to be like I am in a class.
You think I'm going to whip out choreo in the club?
Right. I'm not going to whip out some choreography. I'm just going to let my body do what it wants to do and have fun doing it. If that means jumping up and down or doing my shoulder, let me be.
Let me be. Also, I get this a lot. People have asked me, how do you dance in a club? So I'll just give you like my few tips and tricks.
Someone who doesn't know how to dance?
Correct. So if you're just a regular pedestrian person,
if you're a muggle.
Lauren loves Harry Potter, by the way.
Love Harry Potter. If
So-
you don't, you're lying. And grow up.
It's just a part of our childhood. But if
It's
you're in the
also
club,
a genius story. I mean,
it really is.
Just
J.K.
okay.
Rowling really did one. Did her big one.
She did her
big one.
with Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling did her big one with Harry Potter.
But I'm gonna stand up to demo. I
Okay,
feel like
yeah.
that's appropriate.
Yeah.
But if you're in the club, you know, I feel like step one. This is really hard to do in talking to the mic. You gotta just catch the beat. So it's all about the step touch. That's where I say to start. You know, like you can narrate for me. As
I
I'm
was
going.
just gonna say I'll narrate for you. Step touch. 1, 2, 1.
And then you
2.
can always add in the body roll as a safe choice.
Ooh. Body roll. Body roll. See how she's still step touching with a body roll. Yeah. Body roll. Just catch that 1, 2, 1, 2, 2.
And that's how you dance in the club.
Yay. That's all you got to do. If I see any more of, no,
We're not frat boys anymore. Don't do the frat flick.
We don't need the frat flick. We don't need the,
No, the
Unless
fist
you're-
bump Jersey Shore.
but unless you're praying like,
Praying?
praying.
Unless you're praying to the
Unless
dance
you're-
gods.
We both went,
Not the right word.
unless you are like giving an homage. What
Giving
am I trying to
homage.
fucking say?
I'm not sure.
Like, to Jersey Shore.
Oh, yes. Unless you're paying homage to Jersey Shore. Don't do the fist bump, please. Stick to your step touch and body roll.
That's what I meant to say. You can add a snap in there too. Body roll.
Hey,
Body roll. Step touch.
snap.
Step touch.
So we expect to see videos of you guys chatties in the club with the
Chatties
dirty
in the
martini,
club.
wearing your Let's Chat hat, doing a step touch with a snap. Thank you.
Bonus points if you do a body roll.
And don't forget to tag us. I love
Thank you
it.
so much.
Well, on that note, since we recapped a really fun trip, we're just going to break it down for you guys. If you couldn't tell, there's no laptop. We are freestyling today because we decided that this is our Get Real, Get Raw episode.
Basically, yesterday specifically, Natalie and I both looked at each other and said, pretty much, excuse my French,
Yeah.
what the fuck are we doing with our lives?
Right.
And
It's a common question.
It's a common question, and we realize that majority of people are
Yeah.
thinking like this.
Totally. Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. Nobody, and you might think, oh, they know. They have a podcast. We still,
still
don't
don't
know.
know.
We still don't know.
No.
I don't think anyone really does. I have ideas. I have
Yeah.
concepts of where I want my life to go. But the thing is, I have a lot.
And I
So which
change
one do
my
I
mind
choose?
all the time.
Right.
So that's the problem is
Right.
where your focus goes, your energy
Energy
flows.
flows.
And I'm always thinking, where do I put my energy? Where's my focus? And I just want to do so many things with my life that I get overwhelmed and I can't decide which one to choose.
I'm going to tell you about a dream that I had once that changed my perspective on that
Hit
I
me.
actually need to remember today.
Yeah, take your own
So
advice.
I know. The dream was pretty crazy, so bear with me. But also, I'm a little psychic, so sometimes these come to me in dreams.
She
All right.
is.
So I'm driving down Santa Monica Boulevard in West Hollywood. I know. Every time.
So terrible.
The drinks are just killing us today, you guys. Okay, I'm driving down Santa Monica Boulevard in West Hollywood.
'Kay,
I'm
I'm
driving
with
like
you.
I can't even control my car. I'm just swerving. I couldn't. I was going through red lights. Couldn't control my car. I was super out of control.
Wild.
Then the car turns into a boat.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm going down a river, out of control. Waves, da 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 da, all over.
Da-da-da-da-da.
It stops. There's I guess, like hardwood floor. It's really, really shiny, and it just
Okay.
opens up. I get off the boat. I go on the hardwood floor.
Yeah.
I start walking. I see my grandma.
Okay.
Since passed.
Yeah. Mama
But
Nana.
I see Mama Nana. But I swear it was weirdly, I feel like she came to me in my dream. Because she was like fluorescent.
Okay.
So I run over to Mama Nana,
Yeah.
give her a big hug. I can smell her in my dream
wow.
and feel her skin.
Yeah.
And I just start going, what do I do with my life? What do I do? Like, I start going off about, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
All these thoughts. And I will never forget in my dream, she looks at me and says, flow and go slow.
Ooh,
And then I woke up.
I love that.
And so I needed to remember that today. Actually, I forgot
We all
about
do.
that
Yeah.
until
Thanks for bringing that up.
yeah.
After we
Flow
just
and
had a full mental breakdown yesterday.
flow and go slow. Because I think when you do go slow, things come to you, or
Yeah.
you're able to take a step back and you're not so emotional in the decision making,
Right.
or rushed in the decision making. But it's hard to do that, especially in your 20s.
Yeah. And I think we just want you guys to know that if you're ever questioning the direction of your life, or you're in a moment of transition, or you're pivoting into something new and you feel lost and confused, we're with you. It's so common. We still are questioning if we're on the right path. And I think the good thing about us is that we just do. We like to take action. And, with this podcast, we came up with this idea. Here we are 3 months later with merch and a studio and the whole thing and 10 episodes. It's crazy. So I'm proud of us for the level of commitment and attack that we bring to things. However, there's still always questioning of, is this really right? Am I honoring this other half of me that the dancer side of me? Am I not honoring that side of myself right now? How does that make me feel? And it's confusing. And I think sitting down with Taylor Banks was really what made us question our whole lives, to be honest.
Well, she said, everybody has to go watch that episode, even if you're
it's so good.
The dance industry or not, just about the mindset that you bring towards your goals.
Yep.
And she said something that really stuck with me, which she said, a lot of people come to LA to do X, Y, Z, and then they barely end up doing X. And are you going to not reach the things that you are more than capable to reach just because you don't believe in yourself?
That one really got us, both of us.
We looked at each other's faces. If you watch that back and you see her just spitting facts, and you look at our faces, we both are like,
She, the one-liners, she nailed them. We have to do an edit of just her quotes because, wow, like those were fabulous quotes.
Right. And I think it brought up the parts in our life that we're not honoring.
Yes.
And it could be different for everybody, but we know for us, it's dance.
It's dance.
And both of us have felt disconnected from the industry and dance for a
Many
while
reasons.
now. And for many reasons and different reasons.
Yeah.
And we actually took a dance class last night.
Yes,
We got a video together for the first time. Kevin, who also did the Eras Tour, was teaching, and we went, and he's such good choreography.
It was lovely.
It was such a fun class. He's such a good teacher, and we had the best time.
We did.
But it's like I'm in those environments. Like I'm in class, and I love it, and I'm feeling good, and I'm giving myself that positive self-talk, and I know that I'm a good dancer, and I know that you're a good dancer too.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much I want it to be my whole entire life anymore.
Right.
And it's allowing those different parts, like the podcast work, being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know, just any hobbies that I have, allowing all of those parts of me to coexist.
Yes.
But how do they work together? How can I allot the time for them all where I'm honoring each one? Because that's where I get confused, because we grew up in a mentality, it's all or nothing with that one thing.
You have to give it 100%.
That's what led us to where we're at. And that's what gave us such strong work ethic and the ability to do. I don't think we would be in this room if we didn't grow up with dance in that way. We wouldn't have that confidence to execute if we didn't have all of that growing up. But now, how can we coexist between everything?
Yes.
So that I can honor every part of myself, so that I can feel good.
Yeah.
And then how does that become work together? Does that make sense?
That made sense. Yeah, it made sense to me. Okay. I don't know if it made sense to you guys. And there's always going to be times in your life where you have to prioritize one thing over another. That's normal. Right. You're always going to hit a crossroads where just one person can't do it all the time. Even though I like to think I could be in a million places at once, doing a million things at once, it's not possible.
Yeah.
So
I want to duplicate myself.
I wish I could. So you're going to have to prioritize, but it's important to, while you're doing that, don't just completely let go of something that makes you feel good, that's a part of you.
Yeah.
And that's where I think we're struggling is, I know for me, I just spent the last 2 years working really, really hard on a really incredibly rewarding but difficult job. And I got off of it and I felt burnt out. I did. And I took some time for myself because I kind of knew that was coming. And I just kind of sat back and got thrown into another dance job fairly quickly, did it, but I was like, I just don't feel good right now. Sat back some more, and I got super excited about what we're doing and the businesses that we're building. I winked. Businesses.
I can't wink.
But what we're doing excites me, and I feel that I'm tapping into another side of myself that I haven't been honoring. Right. The entrepreneurial spirit, the leadership spirit,
using our voices,
all of these things are great. However, the side of me that is a dancer, which is how I've identified myself since I was 3 years old, feels a little bit lost, feels a little bit covered up. And I'm trying to bring her back out and remind myself that it doesn't have to be my whole identity.
Right.
But I should still tap into it and honor it and feed it, you know?
Exactly. And I think taking that class last night
Yeah.
did that. But I relate to that too. You know?
Absolutely.
We all have moments in dance where we feel burnt out, or any performance career. It's hard not to when it becomes work.
Yes. That's the problem, is I think any creative feels that there's some point in their career where maybe it starts to feel more like work than it does a passion. And you have to remember your why. Why are you doing it? Why did you fall in love with it in the first place? Because it's a difficult career path. You're not just going to choose it because you think, oh, this is easier, I'm good at it. You have to have this burning passion for it, you know?
And I used to.
Yeah.
I used to be up at night learning choreography because I wanted to, even during COVID, taking classes online, doing a program in my living room, really wanting and having that fuel behind my why. And there wasn't ever for me like a strategic, this is my end goal, this is what I want, other than I would say Clippers was a definitive goal. And I knew I wanted to do a burlesque show at some point, so I guess that too. But I had never seen it past that. But I always went back to just knowing that I love to dance and I love music. So that brought me back to the art form. But then when I lost that, I was like, why am I even here? What am I doing? Am I not being smart about where my life is going? Do I want this type of performance career? I don't know. And my body also was telling me, you need a freaking break. I was really inflamed. very, very inflamed with my PCOS. I'm still dealing with that. It's not an easy job to your hormones to be completely off.
And health comes first.
And health comes first. So I knew I needed that. But now I think I pushed the idea of it so far off because, again, going back to the all or nothing. Like, I'm like, well, if I'm not going to do it 100, 1,000%, then I'm not doing it at all.
That's exactly how I feel. My problem is I don't necessarily want to get back to a place where it's my whole identity or I'm committing 100% of my time to it because I love what we're doing. I love having balance in different facets of my life. But then I feel like if I'm not giving it 110%, what's the point? If I'm not fully in it, making it my whole life, is there even a point to doing it?
And can I accomplish more things I want to accomplish without making it my whole life? Because the only way that I've been able to accomplish things is making it that way. So I don't know that balance.
We don't have the answer yet.
No.
This episode is really our therapy session, if you couldn't tell. This is how we talk to each other. We're just talking through our whole life, questioning everything, trying to figure out what direction to go in. So if you're feeling lost, we're with you.
No one knows what they're doing. It's just funny because I went on a date the other week and he made a comment, you're so confident and I just feel like you have it together. And I'm thinking, no, I literally don't.
I'm so lost.
Like,
actually,
maybe I can fake it really well so people don't know, or what I repost in social media or whatever seems like I have everything pretty much figured out. But no one does. And social media is fake and everybody has their own insecurities and their own path to get where they're at. But the main thing that really stuck with me from Taylor Banks coming on the show was, are you going to limit yourself because you don't believe in yourself? I feel like I've been doing that a little bit. Like, I know unintentionally, totally. I haven't really done, and this could be, you know, for you, any career field you're in. Whether it's getting another degree or getting a promotion or starting a business, whatever. But I know in dance, in that industry, I haven't really done artist work on a big stage. Like, I've done music videos and I've done campaigns and they've been really, really fun. And I was very lucky to do those. But I've never been on a stage with an artist and done that. And I know that I can.
Absolutely.
And I know that's kind of the next level. And I think when I got back from my last job, I was also really burnt out. And I was like, well, if I'm not going to get there, that's okay. I'm done. I'm just going to go on this other avenue.
Feeling uninspired.
But it's like, no, I know I'm good and I know I've worked hard. So why wouldn't I try to get to the top of that level of what I know I'm capable of? But also, on the other end of that, I don't want it to be my whole life and identity anymore.
Exactly. We're getting older, our interests are shifting, our priorities are shifting, and it's hard to align the two, you know?
So it's like, so what? What do I do?
I don't know.
I think my answer right now is just being open. Doing things that I'm intuitively led. Maybe pick a few choreographers that I'm still going to train with them.
Yeah.
When I'm in LA, I'm still going to go take their classes.
Yep.
I'm still going to work on my craft. I'm still going to have fun. I'm going to be present in the podcast. I'm going to be present in the pursuit of businesses.
Love.
I think it's all you can do, right?
I agree. I think my answer for right now is tapping into my creative self more. I think sometimes I bury it, but I am creative all the time and I'm using that side of me, but I'm not necessarily acknowledging it or feeding it. And I've felt a little bit of a lack of inspiration lately. So I'm going to try to work on being inspired, letting myself be more creative, whether that's taking class, improvising, I don't care what it is, you know, but just tapping into that side of myself more.
Yeah.
And honoring that that's a huge part of my life. And I can't just go from 100 to 0.
Right.
Like it was a crazy extreme,
right.
You know?
Right. Do you, there is more things you want to do.
Absolutely.
Within the industry.
I'd be lying if I said there wasn't. I still would love to do, you know, dance in a movie. I would love to do a national commercial. I would love to do Dancing with the Stars. Just speaking out to the universe.
Yes, exactly.
I would love to do all of those things. And so, you know, I want to honor that side of myself while also still pursuing these great endeavors that we're doing too.
Right. And I think when you get older and you figure out yourself more.
Yeah.
And dance shouldn't be your only thing that makes you you.
Yeah.
It should add to it. And the other things also should add to your dancing ability.
Yeah.
You have to live your life and your creative pursuits outside of dance probably in order to
So true.
exude that confidence and knowledge within your dancing, that maturity.
Yeah.
Within your dancing.
Yeah. And I think anybody who's been a big athlete or grew up doing something very seriously, was hyper fixated on it throughout their childhood, I think any of you can relate to this. You get to a point with it where you either, you know, for athletes, you're like, well, I'm either going to go pro with this and make it my whole life, or I'm not. And for those of them that can't or don't pursue it all the way, there is that moment where you mourn the loss of something that you poured so much energy and time into. And that's hard. It's a hard place to get to where you think, I've always identified myself as this. I used to introduce myself as, hi, I'm Natalie. I'm a dancer.
Yep.
Always.
Yep.
Always start with that.
That's why when COVID hit, I had a huge identity crisis.
Huge. Because we didn't think it was going to come back. We didn't know if it was even going to be a possibility for us to pursue that career.
Right.
And so there you are thinking, who am I? Who am I without this? And
I didn't even remember, or sorry.
No, you're
off,
fine.
But I didn't even know what music I liked outside of dance.
Yeah.
What kind of style I personally had other than what I would wear to dance or what I saw dancers wearing, because you dive so much into it.
Yeah.
And people don't talk about that enough, because in you know, sports, you have a life outside of your sport.
Yes.
Like you have a style, you have your taste outside of it.
Sure.
But often with dance, it kind of is, it's because it's an art form.
It becomes
you. It's an athlete and an artist in one.
Yeah.
And it's very confusing sometimes, you know?
Yeah. And there's this pressure to, you know, fit in a way, but stand out at the same time.
Right.
I choose certain outfits because I think, oh, this makes me look like a dancer.
Right. Yeah.
And I want to be perceived as a dancer when I wear this certain thing.
Yeah.
But you're also trying to stand out and be unique and be yourself. It's such a weird conundrum, if you will.
Conundrum, vocab, look at that.
Working on it.
Whoa.
But basically, I hope you enjoyed our therapy session. Like, I know it went by really fast. We just wanted to be free, not have a laptop, not be confined to any topic, and just kind of let you guys in on our thoughts and what we're feeling and what we're going through.
And if you are not knowing what direction you want to go in your life, that is so normal. And
welcome to the club.
We're 27. It's especially normal in your 20s. I heard a Mel Robbins quote that she said your 20s is like the great race, because you're all on the same timeline. Even the vacations you take are at the same time.
Yep.
And then bam, no one knows where they're going, what they want to do. But now is the time to try these things.
Yes.
Now is the time to start a podcast with your bestie if you want to, or you know, go for it in that business or whatever it is that you want to do. But also, you cannot let what is that quote from the Cinderella story?
Oh,
The
shoot.
fear of striking out from gets
Yes.
you from playing the game.
Yes. It's something like that. That was good.
Do not let the fear of striking out stop you from playing the game, okay? We all do not really know what we're doing. We all have the thoughts of, could I be doing more? Should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? But what we have and are going to live by and what we advocate for is have fun, listen to all parts of yourself,
Yep.
and don't ignore them, because that will make your life flow where it's supposed to. And that's what we're going to continue to practice as well.
Yes. I love that.
Thank you.
Be fearless. Stop comparing yourself. Fearless. I knew it was coming. Has to be in there once an episode.
How many sips do you think you really took of this?
Too many. Too many is the answer, because that's disgusting. I'm also anxiously sweating because I've been talking about my identity and I'm nervous.
Everybody goes through an identity crisis.
Yeah.
Some days I'm like, oh, I know exactly who I am. And the other days I'm like, who am I?
And just so you know, even the most confident baddies still don't know who they are.
But you put one foot in front of the other and you go day by day and you keep showing up and doing the things that make you happy.
Hell yeah.
That's our overall consensus, even after our therapy session.
I love it. Embrace change. Embrace being confused.
I have one more thing to add.
Hit me.
One of the best things when I was deciding to leave Clippers or not, I really torn on if I should leave, although I knew I should. And one of my mentors told me, sometimes you have to get uncomfortable in the unknown to find what is meant for you and the greatness that lies within that. Oof. So I did. Yeah. I took a chance on myself, and I think that's kind of what Taylor Banks talked about.
She was. Because, consistency is comfortable.
Yeah.
Consistency equals comfort.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean growth. It doesn't mean change.
Right.
It doesn't mean evolution of yourself.
Right.
So the moment you can stop being comfortable, get out of the same thing you've been doing, and put yourself in a situation where you're scared, that's when you grow the most as a person.
Period. Wait, I have a song I want to play for our outro.
That was really good.
Hold on.
We're here for you, chatties. Always. Hope you guys can always relate to our topics. Our goal with this podcast is always to just feel like you're just chatting with your big sis, you know?
Yeah, and your big sis doesn't know what the fuck she's doing either.
Having some gin and we're chatting.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Hit me.
This is what we want.
I want to know what you're playing. Of course. Of course it's High School Musical. This is why we're best friends. Ooh, 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 I'm waiting for the words.
Imagine having everything we ever dreamed. Didn't you want it? Can't you see it? Imagine first audition after college.
I get the lead.
Me, well, of course.
I don't know the lyrics anymore.
I'm listening.
Oh, perfect.
Wait, put it in.
Sounds exciting. Let's do it then. Personal stylist, agent, and a publicist. With you, we can win. Think bigger. That's better. Bigger is better. Better is bigger. Never enough. We're singing the full song. I love it.
I wanted you know that you want it. The fame and the fortune. I want it all. Shoulder, ready?
Oh. Oh, it's quick. It's quick.
Hey.
And that's enough.
So if you want it all, so do we. Keep pushing.
And
chatties.
Live your life by High School Musical. Always. Cheers. Thanks for joining us today. We hope you had a great chat. Lo and Nat can't wait to have you back.